We're on air. We're on air.
We're live.
We're
live. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another Thursday night with HotDog FPV Team Chat Night. We got Mike Chin is in the house, along with Spoonie J, coming from where Mike's in Michigan and Spoonie's in Colorado. So what's going on?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, guys?
Another show. How about that?
Another show.
Yeah.
Recovering from this past weekend.
Yeah. I'm definitely still recovering too.
Dude, I just got home like an hour and a half ago. Seriously.
That's awesome.
Oh,
That's a lot of driving.
yeah.
Like, how many miles did you drive all together?
I don't know. From Ohio to South Carolina to Tennessee to Kentucky to
Jesus.
Chicago and then back to Ohio.
Oh,
What was
you
that
just
like?
toured the whole United States.
Yeah, I think it's like 1,800 miles.
Damn. Yeah, mine round trip was like 1,600 from just my house to Rampage and back.
How many hours one way, Joe?
It took me about 14 hours each way.
Yeah.
So how many times did somebody plug in on you?
Me, 3 out of 4 packs.
Yeah, I was gonna say every pack.
Yeah.
Except
Dude,
the competition.
I had zero video issues.
Like a free for all or what? Like, I mean, obviously there had to have been some structure.
Mike,
but-
it's because you're running Clearview.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also because, like, all right, you have the 3 flight fields and their backs are pointing to each other, okay? And everyone there, for some reason, is running an omnidirectional antenna on their goggles versus on my Clearview, I just put 2 crosshair extremes pointed straight out to the area I was flying, and everything behind me didn't matter. And it didn't seem like anyone plugged in on me on the line, so.
Yeah.
But like no one else has crosshair extremes either. So
I mean, regular crosshairs work fine. Even patches would work fine.
I had
Something
crosshair
directional,
on my
yeah.
goggles.
Yeah.
I
But
got
I also
plugged in
think
on
that-
during my Martin challenge.
Go on.
I said I got plugged in on during my Martin challenge, and that was supposed to be a closed flight line on race 8 at that.
I think one of the problems is people were going up to do the tower dive and everyone's on 200 milliwatts. So when it's like everyone's behind the building and shit, it wouldn't matter. But as soon as they go up to dive the tower, they're way up in the air and they're transmitting with direct line of sight to all the other flight fields.
Yeah, but even then, they were the multipath mayhem. They were shutting that down while they were doing the Armatan challenge. So there shouldn't have been anyone else in the air.
I mean, the challenge was high up, but it was only about halfway up that stack. It shouldn't have any problems.
Yeah,
you'll see the
video. They should.
You'll see the video when I post it later on tonight.
Will you guys elaborate on what the challenges and shit were? Because I wasn't there, so I don't know.
There was 3 gaps that you had to hit, and in the picture they looked completely easy and doable. And then when you start getting closer with your quad, the gap, like no joke, there was one gap that was like this big, about yay tall, and there was an I-beam right in the middle of it. So you had to go in like almost at an angle and then exit sideways. Although Kit actually still went through it and then power looped out of it. And I don't know how he did the guide wires.
That was sick.
You had to kind of hit it up on an angle like this and then quickly power loop out.
Yeah,
because there was a beam there.
There was like a big smokestack or something right
right in the middle, and it was only like maybe 2-3 feet space between that structure and that stack. It was, but I hit all 3 gaps. There was only 4 guys that did it throughout the whole competition. Everybody, or a lot of people tried. Only 4 of us did it though.
That 2x4 dive gate that they had
Dude,
set up looked pretty gnarly too.
The tower.
No one.
What was that?
I don't think anyone got that. Yeah, no one got that tower.
That with a whoop, and I mean, I don't know. From a couple of videos that I saw of people that did look down it, it was.
Even APOC tried it, and he would.
Go say hi.
Even APOC tried it, and he was flying a 3-inch, I believe, and he couldn't get it.
Yeah,
he's a good pilot.
Steele Davis did an exhibition flight while they tallied up the scores at the end. He tried like 16 times to line it up, and he couldn't even line it up.
Yeah, it was just so tall.
It was only, I think, he said it was 34 inches squared. That's how small the hole was.
Yeah, it was so tall, and there was so many rungs to it. To get them all was
I dove an elevator shaft at a hotel that they're building downtown here when it was just the concrete, and I'm standing there looking at it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's doable. It's huge. And I walked in there, I looked up from the middle of it. I was like, yeah, it's totally doable. And then you get in the goggles and it shrunk. And I did it, but it felt like I was going at warp speed through this thing. And that's an elevator shaft. And then when I saw that tower, I was like, who the fuck's going to hit that thing?
Yeah, so take that elevator shaft and divide it in by 4,
Right.
and then one of those 4, divide that by 4.
Hit that corner. Yeah,
hit that corner.
shit.
That's how small it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was gnarly.
Some guy wants it. He might buy it.
Sweet.
No shit.
I just saw
Nice.
it on Facebook.
1,500?
No, 1250.
1250?
That's not bad.
Racer 3, dude. That thing's
That's a piece
awesome.
of history.
Yeah.
With,
Yeah.
5
But
packs
my
with
fun
it?
was like building. You know what I mean? Like getting all the shit around to make it put together. But flying it's like, I've flown it like twice. Cricket flew it.
Hell yeah.
Does it still have an Ace 32 on there?
No, it's got a Motolab Cyclone.
Even older.
No, it's not. That's newer. That's an F3.
Oh, okay.
Does it have smart
Is it
audio?
all, is it all original though?
It doesn't have an OSD.
Is it all original though, Mike?
Yeah, it's all original.
Oh, okay, cool.
So it's got the original. It's even got like the DRL branded motors. It's got this thing, which is hard as fuck to find, which is like the plastic cover over the front.
Hey, just in case you want 3 extras, I got 3 extra official. Hang on, let me focus here.
Are they the DRLs?
Oh, where are we?
Oh no way! That's not gonna focus.
Back. You're too close.
Oh yeah, you can see it. But yes, they are the. There we go.
There, right there. Right
Yeah.
there.
It's like I have 3 others. Like this, I'm selling it with 5 batteries and 3 spare motors.
You need those other spare motors though. More spares.
Yep. Just let whoever buys it, let them know if
It's cut out.
they want some extras.
How'd you get them?
I actually bought a quad from Ockbots, AJ Goen.
Okay.
That he ran. It's the one that he was actually running the gimbal on top of, and he had a crash or something, and one of them got burnt up. So it smells really bad. Yeah, this one you can tell. You can tell that it's bad, but yeah. So I have 3 good ones, and then 1 bad one.
That's a pinky one.
I don't even know what
KV too.
Did you change
yeah,
your mic, Kelly?
Why? Does it sound bad?
You're
a lot louder.
You're the opposite of what you normally are.
Yeah.
Should I talk quieter? Is that better?
Turn it
Yeah,
down a little bit.
That's a lot better. Actually.
Yeah, it is.
I just
I
want
got you. I'll just turn you down a little bit. Go ahead.
that better.
Power of God over here.
Oh, you can actually control the volume?
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Oh my God.
That's
The
just
power of Oz over here. Where's your curse?
Wow.
Everybody.
So if me, Joe, and Mike keep talking about Rampage, we're gonna get booted, huh?
We're gonna get muted.
I'm even wearing my shirt just for Derek.
So hey,
Oh, I forgot to grab one
your
of
favorite
those.
point of Rampage, or favorite part of Rampage?
My favorite part, just hanging out.
Actually, is he still muted?
The Nerf Wars.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say after
yeah.
everything was shut down and we were all just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah.
I liked the weird band.
Wait.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
I killed CopperTOP. I can't get his audio back now.
Oh, no.
Oh, he's gonna have to leave the. He looks like he's frozen too,
Yeah,
though.
look at it. No, I fixed it.
Am I fixed now? Can you hear me?
He's frozen, but we can hear him.
You're fixed.
All right.
I can't handle.
Yeah,
all
that
this
band was pretty
responsibility
cool.
over here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
My
What do
favorite
you guys-
part was that I didn't have to drive 28 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't blame you there.
My least
We were
favorite
driving
part
the
was
other
the
way.
delays on my fucking flight.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
did you get stuck at? Atlanta?
Columbia, we got there and like they told us that the car rental place would be open till 2, and we got there at 1, and no one was there.
Oh,
So we had to get like a crappy hotel in Columbia, and then drive back in the morning and get a car, and then drive to Rampage in the morning.
bummer.
That doesn't sound fun.
It was a bummer.
Yeah, that sucked. My least favorite part was the heat. It was like legit the surface of the sun.
Oh, yeah, that was bad. It was hot as balls out there.
Dude,
Was
I
it
got
like
a fight
flight
with Christy. I got an argument with Christy. She landed in Atlanta from overseas Sunday morning, and I put my phone in my tent on the upper part. And when I went to check it when I woke up, like it wouldn't react. It was like, I'm too hot. You need to cool me down before I'll start working.
Yeah.
And it took an hour for that to happen. And she was
Wow.
getting pissed because I wasn't responding to nothing.
Was it as hot as when we were at Flight Fest?
Hotter. It was hotter.
Yeah, it was like 95 degrees and like
That is
humid
so
as shit.
brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Moisture.
Like, I sat in the
Moisture.
car for 3 hours with the air conditioning running on Sunday just to cool down.
Yeah, it was super hot when we were at Flight Fest. I can't imagine it being worse.
Ben, where are you guys at right now?
We actually just pulled into Lone Pine, California yesterday.
Oh,
Nice.
Love that
I think
place.
Flight Fest was hotter.
We're at a
Flight Fest was way
we're at
hotter.
a mobile home park.
Okay,
a
yeah.
mobile home park, not at a campground.
Not at a campground. It's a mobile home park. It's not. It's
Wow.
it's like a mobile home park / RV park.
So what
And-
are you doing out there, Ben?
Well, today we've been waiting for electricity to get hooked up. So now I finally. We're not
Is it your
moving.
neighborhood?
What? No,
Is it your new neighborhood?
it's not my new neighborhood. It isn't that bad out here, though. It really isn't. It's nice. It's nice that it's small and not like in the city and shit.
Like, I can buy weed from my neighbor.
Dude, I hope so.
I'm sure the nearest dispensary
think
is
you have to
probably
buy from
hours
your
away.
neighbor.
Yeah, there's no dispensaries here. I think it's like 2.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
Maybe there's one in Bishop if I'm lucky. But I will
You'd
say
have to
it's nice that like I got that Crossfire from Mike. Thank you, Mike.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Lone Pine is a little town just like in the valley, and then there's just mountain ranges on both sides.
Yep.
So it's gonna be freaking awesome doing some long range out there. Actually, this one's not Crossfire. This is gonna be easy UHF. Oh, it's on this side. My mini arrow.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll have to do that. This is gonna be like the send it. I don't give a shit if it makes it back. Rig. And then today I also fixed up my dart.
Nice.
This thing is hella fun.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
So
Did you replace the spar in that or what?
I actually found some 4mm. It's actually right here. Carbon fiber tubing.
I saved you a piece.
Is it 4x4?
I think so.
Dude, if it's a 4x4 piece, I want it. Give it to me. Bring it out here.
I don't know where my calipers are.
No, I took this 4mm stuff. I cut it to length, shoved it in there, like because these wings are supposed to come off, but I just taped the shit together.
Yeah.
So it's like
What
Solid.
is it like? Is it like a pop wing so when it crashes, it doesn't get broken? It just
well,
comes
it's
apart?
mainly to like make it smaller so you can transport it.
Oh, I got you.
It doesn't look that big to begin with, though.
But nobody cares. Like I don't care about that. The thing is this big anyways.
Yeah, it's small.
You know, it's really small. And I put a 600 milliwatt VTX in a camera in there.
Sweet.
Then I'm gonna take this weight out, and I've got one of those Hawkeye Firefly cameras. I know they're not the best, but being that this is small, it will be a little HD cam on the top.
Oh yeah.
It'll be fun for a while. You know.
Cool.
Hey Ben.
Fun.
So I just did a
You
quick.
can get them in the air. They're fun.
You did a what there?
Oh, I did a Google search for a dispensary in your area. I couldn't find anything, but I found something even better. So you need to go to Big Pine and go to CopperTOP Barbecue. Legit, dude. I want a picture, homie.
Dude, I'll have to go out there and rip it or something.
Yeah.
Go whoop it.
Tell them I gave you permission. You'll be good.
Dude, be like, it's all right. I know the owner.
Oh man.
Did you guys see Gravy Legs or his sponsorship entry video?
Yeah,
I did. That shit was funny as fuck.
He finally wore that damn tutu.
Tutu
Yeah.
for Tatas.
About time. And his
CopperTOP
old...
sent us all the freaking link to that.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Like everybody's gonna go.
So what?
They're actually, yeah, I did watch Gravy's sponsorship video, dude. The freaking hot dog underneath the tutu.
That shit was funny as fuck.
Sounds like I need to watch this video.
It kept getting longer and longer too.
Standing there like Captain Morgan.
Dude, that dude's got pneumonia. He's
Yeah.
down and out right now.
He was breathing in poison.
Breathing in poison?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah,
that's
from his
what
video,
did it,
his
right?
previous video. He
was complaining about being sick.
Oh,
Maybe
shit.
It was the poison.
It's the poison.
Gotta be. It's always like.
If there are any kids watching, don't breathe in poison.
No.
Yeah.
Fly
And don't eat
but
Tide
breathe
Pods,
poison.
and don't do the Kiki, do you love me? You get fucking run over.
Listen.
No, now if you're looking at it now, marijuana is safer than the Kiki challenge.
Fact.
Yeah.
It is.
The Kiki challenge has hurt or killed more people than pot has at this point.
There's
Not to
been
mention you look
no
really
OGs
dumb doing
on
it.
pot.
So there's
Right.
that. I think the one cool Kiki challenge was wombats. That's it. End of story.
I don't know. Did you see the one where the guy was sitting in the passenger seat and he
With the
was
heli?
No, not that. I saw the heli, but the big gasser biplane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, whoa, 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 dude. That was so sick.
What about that one guy doing that biplane in his grandma's
That was sick.
basement?
No
Or
shit.
his- in the
It looked
house
like
or something.
furniture.
Yeah.
Dude,
It looked like a fucking
so
museum.
gnarly. It was like the rich Indian people.
Yeah. Who's
Right?
that tiny whoop pilot that's always flying in the museum?
Dude, he's
The
like
same guy.
flying in his grandma's tea room, dude. I know
Yeah.
exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And he like Maddie flips her coffee
yeah.
table,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Flying inverted, all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah, and this was before the Alien Zero came out too.
Yeah, that's for cheaters.
I mean, we could say filters are for cheaters too, then,
Speaking of
right?
Alien Zero,
Well, all mine are off, so have at it.
just ordered one.
Nice, dude.
Including the filter on my mouth.
Mhm.
You guys see that Beta 75 brushless whoop video where that dude like ripping around this property and he like power loops this like staircase thing? Dude, that thing looks locked in.
I did not see that one.
I didn't see that one.
On Tiny Whoop, and I was watching that Beta 75X video, and I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do at this point. 139 for the FR Sky Bind and Fly Beta 75X, and by the end of it, I ordered all the stuff I needed from Tiny Whoop to build one, and extra motors for West Side. And I was still under the $139 for that beta one. So we'll see. I flew Chris's Alien Whoop, and Spencer's the other Spencer has got an Alien Whoop, and that thing's sick. So I think those will do just fine for a little bit. But that beta 75 looks legit for a brushless whoop.
Yeah, I'm curious because I've gone through 3 brushless whoops, and they all suck compared to brushed motors.
And that's kind of how
Really?
That one's too
Yeah, really. They don't have power. The flight time is significantly less. So like all kinds of weird tuning problems. I really want to build a long range tiny whoop, like really bad. I want to figure out how to cram like 600 milliwatts on that thing and 1 watt of crossfire. But
I just
He
hate
wants
how
to
the
orbit
motor's
the
gonna last
Statue of
that
Liberty.
long.
Serious, that's like going to be a project this winter, no joke. And so I was looking at like the Beta 75 frames and all that and the brushless, and I'm like, I'm debating like, should I go that route and try to make another 2S with like the two 450 milliamp like on a Beta 75S frame, or I don't even know. I'm so scared to spend $200 on another brushless whoop and have it suck. That's my,
Check this video out. I don't know if this guy had some like magic unicorn shit on the squad or if it was straight up out of the box like this, but
The Racer 3.
it's 2S brushless whoop, and he ripped it. Like Chris said, ripping through some house that he was doing electrical work. And he goes in like power loops the balcony, flips over, snap rolls, and hauls ass down the hallway and down the stairs. But like all of his dives, all of his floaty tricks, it looks like he's flying a 3
it's
or
super
5
locked
inch
in.
squad.
yeah,
Super
that's
locked
what I
in.
want.
Tons
He's
of
flying
power,
everything on juicy
tons of
mode.
punch out,
Yeah.
and they gave him like so much more throttle
No
control.
juicy mode, air mode.
All right.
Juicy
That's
mode.
juicy.
Sim mode. That's flight one. Right?
Sim mode.
So some of you guys may know our guest, Mike Chin, but if you don't know Spoonie J is my homie from here in Junction.
They did
Everybody
an
knows
awesome
Spoonie because of your
video.
video, dude.
Yeah, thanks for
Awesome
having me on,
video.
man.
That shit
Yeah,
was
thanks for
legit
joining
as
us.
fuck.
You guys
That
haven't
scared the hell out of that
seen the new
thing.
video? Yeah, thanks guys. Everybody did. It was awesome.
Yeah, no, that was ridiculous, guys. That seriously.
I cried a little.
Yeah.
I cried a
Thank
lot.
you thank you for letting me be part in the video.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
same.
you guys.
I love the
You guys came at the perfect time.
So yeah, we were talking about that. Like it was the perfect weekend to shoot all of the stuff that we needed for it. We didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like he had
It just
all this
happened.
stuff that he was sitting on it, and he was gonna do something with it. And like we were talking about, nobody watches UAV Futures anymore. It's one of those things where
Does any of you guys watch UAV Futures still?
No.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, depending on what.
I'm subbed his channel, but I stopped watching all of his videos when I started building quads myself. And so, but every once in a while, like I saw one that was like a $99 freestyle quad or whatever. I checked it out. But when I saw that our hobby needs this, I just clicked on it, and you could. I mean, if you've seen the video that he put out to start this contest, like he's like emotional at that point. Where he's like, we need to do something. We need to change the hobby. We need to put out a different sort of vibe versus the nuisance and the pests and the shitty view that the public's getting on it right now.
It was a brilliant idea.
It really is. It really is.
Say goodbye.
I told
It's
Chris, I was
gone.
like, dude, we gotta do it.
Did it sell at auction?
Yeah, it's gone. It's
Nice.
Oh shit!
Bye, Racer 3.
Nice.
Dude, it only
Yeah.
took what 3.5
Sold.
hours.
Not
Live.
even, man.
Live on the Hot Dog Show. The only Racer 3 for sale right now.
Right?
gone. Well, not anymore. It's gone. Guy wants to put it in the case. Bye. It was fun to build.
Later. Bye, Felicia.
Yep.
So, while waiting for our power to be turned on, I was working on that dart, and I took it over to a baseball field that's right on the edge of the RV mobile home park. Hop the fence, and there's like a group of kids playing flag football, and they're mostly Hispanic, And so I launched the dart, dude, and I do one big circuit, plow it right into the ground. All I hear is like, "Oh, man down!"
You're gonna be a favorite for them while you're there.
Well, I ripped the motor mount out. So I brought it home, and then I went back out, and they were like all packing up and everything, and I had glued the motor mount back on, so I was ready to go this time. And I toss it up, and they are all like freaking out. They're like, "What is that?" You know, like asking me a bajillion questions while I'm trying to fly it. And then one kid, he's like, "Did you make it?" I was like, I was like, "Yeah."
Did he call you essay?
Dude, he probably would have. But all I hear from the background is, "Will you make me one?" I'm like, "Nah, dude."
Can I fly it?
You're like,
Yeah, you tell him $500.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, if you want the airplane, they're like $100 online. And they're like, "Oh my god, they're so cheap." I'm like,
I'm going to fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you?
Oh wait, I need a radio too. That's
Did you get that on eBay? I'm like, "No, dude. No."
nah, man, nah.
I got it from RMRC, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah. That was a Flight Fest buy, actually.
Yeah, probably right after I let your wife's recruit go into the trees, right?
No, I bought this one at the same time as that one.
Okay.
This one lasted a little longer.
So
where was that spot?
No, go ahead, David.
Nah, go ahead.
I was going to say I reached my mark of 750 subs, so I was going to do that giveaway tonight, later in the show.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
Congrats.
So if you haven't entered the video, go over to my channel, leave a comment on that, and you could be entered to win a t-shirt, goggle strap, and lipo strap.
I'm going to enter right now.
Nice.
Am I
Do it.
excluded from this
I'm
shit?
entering.
'Cause if not,
Do it.
I'm on that.
I'm going to enter from the team channel.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, I want you to comment on your own video just to see if you win.
No, I think the comment picker I use doesn't pick your channel.
It has an algorithm that kicks you out.
Stupid technology. Why can't it be dumb?
Right.
Well, you got a lot of views on your FPV video.
Yeah, over 1,000
yeah.
views on that one.
Dude, that video is so awesome. Like,
So many people shared
we
that.
watched it like 4 times.
Oh yeah, easy. Like I've watched it like a dozen times.
Dude, Stu said he watched it with his wife.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
Dude,
My girlfriend watched it and she was like, "Wow, that video gave me so much insight."
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we wanted to do with it was make it to where even if you don't know what FPV or drones are, you could still watch it and have a good time watching the video. You know.
Still have a feeling or two.
Yeah.
I mean, in all fairness, she's not plugged into the media like me, and so her only experience with drones and shit is just what I tell her. So she doesn't know about that fear-mongering spy on us bullshit that's going around.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "I don't even know what you're talking about." I'm like, "What are you talking about? You don't know what I'm talking about, dude. That's all the media talks about is how these fuckers spy on us. Everybody always asks, are you spying on us?" I'm like, "How do you not know that?"
Yeah, that adopt the old drone was pretty funny too. That girl walking around town with her drone, that Phantom on the leash.
Wait, what?
Yeah, there's like this little like spoof video of this like lady talking like an ASPC lady, all like, "Oh yeah, I just got my new drone. This potty trained. Sometimes my boyfriend likes to cuddle with him, but she's just walking around."
Her support drone?
Going on about phantoms. Did you see that one fired into the plane wing?
Like a support dog,
but actually caused quite a bit more damage than I thought it would.
Damn.
Whole thing embedded itself into the wing when a bird strike won't do that. I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with the testing 100%, but it did a lot more damage than I thought it would. It was a Phantom 2 or something like that. I thought it was.
Is that where they shot it into that wing?
Yeah. They put an air cannon and they shot
and then
200 something miles an hour into a leading edge of a wing.
I saw that.
The whole thing went in there. And I guess it's a big deal because it does a lot of structural damage to the wing, and the bird strike won't do that. And I don't know. I think sometimes tests like that can be loaded in one direction or the next if they're trying to, favor something. I don't know. I still find it hard to believe that a Phantom at 2.5 pounds will do more damage than like a 10-pound goose,
Well, I want to see that same test, but like 3 inches above and 3 inches below target. See what it does, because the odds of it hitting the leading edge that precisely are astronomical.
Right, but the whole comparison was with like a ballistics gelatin model of a bird.
Yeah, well,
which again
also
was
put
different.
bones. Yeah, put bones inside of that bird, that ballistics, and then let's see what happens. Give it structure.
I agree, but like I said earlier, my point is it's not like you couldn't try to sway things in one direction or the other, to try to prove a point. And
well, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't just do one test and call that the gold standard.
Or what about
you gotta
like a 20-pound goose or something? There's no way that's gonna do less damage than a Phantom. I find it cool.
Well, I
mean, I've seen the pictures of like the eagles and stuff where they've come through the windshield and everything, and like they do some damage.
An eagle also weighs at minimum 10 times more than a Phantom, so you have a lot more mass with that as well. Not only is it the size of the object, but it's the mass of that object.
It's not the size, it's how you use it.
Sometimes.
No dick jokes, Chris.
No, that was not a dick joke.
It involved one.
That was a sex joke.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like an animal like a bird, even though it's got bones, the bones are light and hollow. I mean, they're flying creatures. I feel like they'd explode like a water balloon versus like a drone having any kind of structural integrity itself might do. I could see it doing more damage, but
right. But the
I don't know. But then you also have the fact, like you said, at 2.5 pounds or whatever for a Phantom, the deflection. You'd think it's not like it's gonna explode and go through a wing. It might chip something and deflect it at that speed. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to do the test and vary the angle and vary where it hits.
Right.
And you got to do hundreds of them.
You got to Mythbusters that
bullseye
shit.
every
More
time.
Phantoms.
If you're shooting a Phantom out of a cannon and you're shooting it right into the bullseye every single time to get your test results, then you're like, if you hit it right there on that spot,
Derek was saying how they're loaded.
Damage.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that being a plausible scenario where what they showed. It's not unheard of. I just think it's astronomically against the odds.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there was that one that hit the Black Hawk helicopter in New York or something. Was it?
Yeah, and
it like they found like a motor and part of the arm or something, like wedged somewhere, but they said it was just a scuff on the blade. So.
Right.
Yeah. As
that
far as
what
I know to date,
hit one of those.
There has never been any dangerous drone strike on any aircraft whatsoever, like to date. That's
except that video you just talk about.
But that's
fictitious.
That's in a laboratory. They're firing a Phantom out of an air cannon. That's not even
right.
It's going
200
miles
they don't
an
even
hour.
Move that fast.
Well, but their argument is the airspeed of the plane, and so if the plane is cruising at an airspeed of about 220 miles an hour, which for a small passenger plane is not unrealistic at all. So what they're doing is, they couldn't move the wing at 200 miles an hour, so they moved the Phantom at 200 miles an hour.
Right.
Which, I mean, that also brings up the differences of, like, the way aerodynamics work. Like, you're shooting you're shooting that thing at the wing, but the wing doesn't have the aerofoil.
The air deflection,
like to create lift and all that stuff. So
they need to do it with a Mavic and then like a mini quad.
A mini quad would destroy it.
Yeah.
It would just chop the wing in half.
The mini quad at the Phantom next time.
The control surfaces, though, on like a small 2-4 smaller plane are made. So most of the time are made out of fabric. So if it doesn't damage the wing and it damages something like that, then you lose control. So I mean,
well, that was the whole argument, was the internal damage that it did to the structure of the wing, where they're saying the bird wasn't doing that. But it was an aluminum wing. I mean, it was from probably a decent size, 4-passenger. You know, maybe something like a Cessna or Piper Cub. They didn't exactly say, but it was a aluminum jacketed wing. It, you know, it wasn't like an ultralight or anything. But no, I agree with you. I'm not saying it's not unsafe, and I'm not saying there isn't potential danger there. Just part of some of my point was, I think in certain circumstances, things are presented in a way which may not be 100% true. And I just wanted to make the argument of, I find it hard to believe that even a 10-pound bird is going to cause less damage at the same speed than a 2.5-pound quad, just simply due to mass alone. I mean, that's physics. Like,
yeah, go find a small turkey from the grocery store, shoot that bitch at an airplane out of
Yeah, shoot a 10-pound turkey at a fucking case.
Well, okay, so this
Mythbusters did that, and it went through the fucking windshield. Remember?
Yep, I remember that.
Yep. 10-pound turkey.
Was it thawed or frozen?
Exactly, that's what I was going to say. The frozen turkey is a lot more dangerous than the thawed turkey.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So freeze the Phantom and see what happens.
Freeze the Phantoms.
Yeah, because at that height, it's going to be frozen anyway.
Exactly.
Right, but the whole airflow thing makes it is totally valid. Like if you already got the air moving, it's going to kind of deflect it a little bit too.
Yeah, it'll tilt that leading side up a little bit, so where it won't be like a dart.
I doubt it.
We were going to get into this much science.
Yeah, dude, we're sciencing the shit out of this. Hot dog.
Let's science this.
Dude, fuck all this what if shit. Tell me when it happens.
Let's do it. All right, I'm going to go get my air cannon.
I doubt it.
Derek has successfully deflected the conversations away.
Mike Chin just got his air cannon.
It just happened. We were talking about.
Oh shit, he's getting serious now.
Got my French press.
He's about to take it to the face.
What was your favorite track at Rampage?
Hey, why don't you? Fuck.
Favorite track at Rampage, CopperTOP?
The only track I flew was the fucking freestyle competition one.
That
wooden. No, I flew Multipath Mayhem one time and got blasted out of the sky and crashed and had that carnage.
I should upload my DVR from that because I felt like I had a hard mind camera. Aaron lost her fucking quad out there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, how did that happen?
Ouch.
Yeah. Go over that one with us, Mike.
Which part?
How Aaron lost the quad.
Okay, so.
Okay.
Here we go.
She went up for the dive.
Dab breath.
She went up for the dive, and someone bled over her, like really bad. And she was like, "Oh shit!" And then she's like, "Okay," because then she gets video back and she dives it, and then she decides that she's gonna dive it again, even though that happened earlier. So she goes up like this, and then she gets to the top, and right as she gets to the top, you don't see anything. So then it kind of turns, and like she gets video for a second, and you see those two like white cooling tower things that were next to the giant chimney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see those like off to the left, which means she's way the fuck over, like to the right of those, like way over. And then like video goes away again, and then it comes back and you see the sun, and that's the last thing you see.
Oh shit.
We spent like
too close to the sun.
Yeah, we spent like 6 hours out there looking for it. Her GoPro was on it.
Oh,
damn.
That's brutal. You can always go to the soybean field in Illinois if you wanted to get a GoPro.
Yeah.
You
If
can
it
go up
hasn't
on
been
Grand Mesa and find West Sides.
So basically, like, I have an old Fusion that was sitting there, and then she got motors from Rebel and like some flight controller, but we're trying to put back together what was there except for the GoPro.
Yeah.
Sucks.
The problem I was having at that place was that we were all flying on separate channels, but you had like if you went far away to like go dive that tower, and then some jerk off came and then started like orbiting right around the tent, they would blast you out, even though they were part of your crew.
I thought it was a fun event, but like I felt bad for everyone who didn't have some sort of like rapid fire or crew review.
Yeah, that's what it came down to.
Yeah, because like I literally felt like I had a hardline camera to my goggles and had not even a blip all the way through multipath mayhem.
Yeah, no.
So,
I mean,
I think that thing is paid for itself.
Yeah, your rig is like legit as far as flying in that kind of situation, you know.
That's kind of why I got it, but like I'll be honest, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse where I was like, did I spend too much money on something that I didn't really need? But then like I go to these fucking events and I see people losing their shit and I'm like, maybe I didn't.
It is worth it.
I want to see how that rapid fire module is, and then Jesse's Clearview module is pretty good.
Yeah. It'd be cool to see how much better it is than like a full, you know, the full Clearview.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's spoiled me though because when I use a LaForge now or a Trudy, I feel like my video is like wrong. I'm like, oh, something's wrong. Oh, I'm on the wrong module.
Everyone's like, nope, that's how it is. Well, somebody's wind chiming.
Yeah,
yeah, it's my house. Sorry.
No,
Eric.
I flew on my LaForge and I thought my LaForge was fucked up, and I borrowed somebody's Trudy, and I realized no, it's not fucked up. It's just I'm spoiled now.
Yeah, I run the Trudy, and I just updated it too, the newest firmware and everything, brand new antennas.
It's good by yourself.
Oh yeah.
Get a bunch of other shit going on that it starts to get bad. I've noticed, like when you have in a race environment or an event, or like, I mean, even in a bando by yourself, it's decent. But as soon as you start getting like 2-3 people up, it kind of starts getting a little poopy.
That's what it came down to. And I was running the multipath mayhem line, and we had a lot of issues. We also had a lot of people with VTXs set to 200, but they were putting out like 400.
I mean, that's a normal thing at an event. Like, that's why they have those wants to fucking hit shit.
Yeah, and that's what we ended up doing. We
my only complaint, and I feel bad I feel like a grumpy old man saying this, is I have a 9-minute GoPro video of some dude trying to fix his Blade Torrent, and I'm just like...
you're sitting there with your quad. Yeah, you're sitting there with your quad like lined up, and you're ready to take off.
There were 7 people on the line, and that one guy was taking out like 4 people, and then they're trying to troubleshoot his shit, and I'm just sitting there with my goggles on, I'm just like,
yeah, can we go yet? Can we go yet?
Dude, that happened at our last multi GP event. It was only in my race, and it was this one guy, and it was every single heat. Everybody would put their goggles down, and it would be like, all right, ready to go in less than 5, and then before that, you'd be like, wait. Twice he had to fix something. Twice he didn't have anything to fix. He was just fucking being a dick.
Is this channel left hand?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Straight up, dude.
Yeah. Seriously, though, like, I never really had an interest in racing before, and now after flying with, like, 4 or 5 other people in the air, I definitely don't have any interest in that shit.
It's actually pretty regulated at, like, a...
It's regulated.
At an event, it's way better.
Yeah.
But, like, my other thing, too, and this can't be a complaint because the people who are running the flight lines were all volunteers who were not very experienced.
Yeah.
But, like, so that's, like, it goes with the territory. But, like, when you're used to, like, the multi-GP IO race line where they're, like, you put your quad in line, you get to the front, you plug in, and you go, and you can get heats going, like, every couple minutes.
Yeah, and everybody takes off at the same time, you know? Like, that's a big part of it, too.
And the thing is like, there, people were thinking that the tables were, like, where they, like, unpacked their shit instead of, like, where they lined up their quad. So they'd be like, who's on race 4? And, like, 4 people would raise their hand. They're all plugged in.
Yep.
So it just needs to be better, like, organized in that area.
Yeah, gravy. Yeah. You know what the other issue is too? I have my quad set up with the VTX low power disarm. So until I arm the quad, I'm on 25.
So you're picking everything.
Right. So when I went to line up on the line, I would have to literally like wait for everyone else to take off and then arm my shit so I could get the full 200 I was set to.
I
so
guess
that was a mistake on my part.
Yeah. I guess that is a downfall of that kind of setup.
I would have preferred that than my Unify sitting there on the line for 9 minutes. Just
cooking. Yeah.
Just you wasted the battery.
I was like at like 16.4 by the time we took off, just sitting there.
Oh yeah, baking. in the fucking
And it wasn't
95
like
degrees.
a cold day. Yeah, it was like 95 degrees. So
Yeah, and
I
humid
could
as
have like
shit.
cooked an egg on that fucking Unify by the time it was done.
You could have cooked the egg on your forehead, man. It was hot.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to give a shout out to Virjan. He just picked up his first sponsor with Multicopter Builders.
Oh, nice.
Fuck yeah.
Congrats.
Dude, nice.
Congrats.
Congrats.
So he's about
Virgin.
those
That's
Primo
awesome.
motors too now, huh?
Dude, I don't know what the fuck you did, but
Oh,
that's
dude.
some carnage, bro.
Dude, he didn't even crash that hard.
Dude, you
Right,
fucking
dude. I crashed hard. I ripped the GoPro off. I destroyed a brand new
Lipo.
Mini Star battery.
Yeah.
Both of those motors just got destroyed. You should have seen the crowd that like surrounded me just to take pictures of that damn quad when I walked around.
No, yeah, because
I
it
didn't
snapped
crash.
off the base. It
Yeah,
took the
you
whole
ripped-
motor right off the base.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fucking gnarly.
I've never even
on
had
two
that
of
happen
them,
to-
right?
Yeah, 2 of them in
Yeah.
one crash.
I
That's
didn't
pretty
crash.
hard.
Yeah,
That's
I
gnarly.
used 4 screws this time, Chris, and they were long enough too.
But your the bottoms didn't come off, right? You didn't
Nope,
strip the
they-
screws out.
They did not. They stayed put.
See? There you
Yeah.
go. See?
So I
Yeah.
found the other weak point where the fucking bell meets the fucking shaft.
Dude, that's another first. I have not seen that fucking happen. Like,
You got to share that with what's his name?
dude, I already did. He's like, what the fuck did he hit? The ground at full send. Dude,
it
and
wasn't
then I
even
watched
the ground. I was
watched-
trying to power loop the fucking watchman. It wasn't even at full send. That's the sad thing. I was coming up to do the power loop, and I just didn't go up high enough, and then I got blasted out, so I couldn't readjust. And then you just heard this dong.
Yeah. It sounded like a conga drum.
Yeah,
A big ass metal pipe.
it was
That's
crazy.
gnarly.
So I'll go through these motors, but I'm not buying any more.
Hey, you know what?
He's got
At
some
that
spares
point-
now.
Yeah, at that
Yeah.
point.
In all honesty, Ben, those motors were the ones you gave me.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I
So
pre
yeah.
broke for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were.
I think they were rigged
already
for you,
loosened.
and I caught the brunt end of it.
Ben already loosened them up for you. That's what it was.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I loosened up the prop shaft on that one.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
No,
Well-
I got that one replaced.
Well,
before.
anyways,
How was
congrats,
your
Virginia,
stop?
on the sponsorship.
Stop.
That's badass.
Yeah.
How was your cop stop, CopperTOP? Say that 5 times.
Yeah,
How was my what?
Your
Cop
cop stop, CopperTOP.
Oh my god, that I've never had that happen.
Yeah, how do you get pulled over for 4 miles an hour?
Right?
Okay. All right. Well, so let me
I
tell the
got 5
story.
once, and that was just because Officer Dickhead. But
Yeah.
geez,
So-
you gotta try for 4.
Well, no, 4 is what like he caught me at. When I originally passed him, I was doing 8 over. But he was in like an all blacked out SUV, like no lights, no markings, and so I thought it was just some idiot in the middle of the turnpike trying to do a U-turn. So I just kept going. And then when he came out, I'm like, maybe I'll slow down. So I slowed down to like 6 over, and he was hauling ass.
Yeah, but even
And-
that's not bad.
Yeah, so he was hauling ass in the fast lane. I was in the slow lane, and I was driving a car that has that front radar, so that if you have if it recognizes a car going slower in front of you, it'll slow down so you don't just plow into it with your cruise control on. So I slowed down to whatever that car was doing, and he got up in my blind spot and then hovered there and then backed off. And then I realized, like, dude, I'm doing like 60 and a 70. This is gonna look really weird. So I just so
You know how fast you were going?
yeah, exactly. So I turned my turn signal on and then got in front of him and then cruised up to like 74 and then locked the cruise control back on. And he followed me for about, I don't know, like 2 miles. And then when it got clear on my ride, I got back over, and that's when he over and pulled me over.
Yeah,
But the crazy thing is like he came in and he like stuck his hand in my window to shake my hand, and I was handing him over like my rental agreement and my driver's license, and he was like, "How are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, hi." I shook his hand real quick, and then I gave him my shit. He was like, "I pulled you over." I'm like, "Speeding?" And he was like, "Yeah, you're going 74 and a 70." I'm like, "Okay." And he was like, "All
Who
right."
the fuck does that? Like,
So how much
Yeah,
stuff
it was
did
like,
you get
you
in
know,
that back pocket?
Dave, I think we figured it out. The cop must have thought you were a cute redheaded chick.
Probably. I can see that.
How much stuff did you fit in that prison pocket of yours?
No, in all honesty, this was the first time I've been pulled over in years where I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, you searched the car. I don't give a fuck. I got nothing."
That's
so,
funny, dude.
but yeah, then he was like, "So I'm just gonna give you a warning, but I'm gonna check you out. Do you have any warrants or is your license suspended?" I'm like, "Nah, shit, everything should be good." He was like, "All right, well, why don't you come sit in my cruiser while I run your numbers?" And I'm like, okay. And so I'm thinking I'm gonna get in the back seat, and he's like, "Yeah, just the front passenger, just hop on in." And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And so yeah, he fucking started talking shit. You know, he was like, "So you lived in Ohio, blah blah blah." And then he was like, "So is that a drone in your?" Hi, Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Like, so was that a drone in your back seat? And I at first I thought he said, "Was that a what did I thought he said? Like a joint?" I thought he asked if I had a joint in the back seat. And I was like, "Oh fuck! Did someone throw a joint at Rampage?" And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "A drone, like like a drone." I'm like, "Oh yeah, those are drones." And so we talked about drones for about 5-10 minutes. He was like, "All right, man, you're cool. Here's your shit back. Slow down, please." I'm like, "All right." I got in my car and left. But I'd never sat in the fucking front seat of a cruiser while he ran my shit. That was weird as fuck.
Yeah, I probably would.
I've never heard of that.
I've been like, no, thank you.
You should have played the shotgun in the fucking.
It wasn't
car.
there. That was, I mean, there was no shotgun there. There was nothing that I could have done anything. I mean, I could have punched the dude if I wanted to. That was about it.
Could you have like used your search thing to search up on like your friends and see what crimes they've done?
Oh, most certainly.
You should have done that.
What state was it in? Ohio?
Indiana.
It's like Chris has the comment picker going.
Yeah, it was in Indiana, closer to Chicago. I honestly think they profiled me because I had Virginia plates for trafficking.
And you look like a cute redheaded chick.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
He was hoping for
like, is that Lindsay Lohan?
Nah, Dave still got all his teeth.
Yeah. They're a little yellow, but they're there.
Well, so are hers. What's left?
They're copper.
Yeah, matching my hair.
Copper teeth.
Copper teeth. Copper tits.
Yep.
Why do
So
you smoke weed in your house, but you smoke cigarettes outside, Mike?
Because cigarettes stay longer. The smell does.
Oh, yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah.
Cigarette smoke is really stinky and invasive.
Okay. Couldn't agree more.
Weed smoke isn't.
It doesn't linger and doesn't stain your walls, and
Yep.
I'm with you on that.
So that was my cop story.
Yeah.
I was listening to the wind chimes. I don't know why you had to go to ruin it.
Sorry.
Oh, so fuck your crossfire.
Hold on.
How
What's
far
that?
are you going with your crossfire?
I think the farthest
I just broke my wind chime.
Oh.
All right, so
Mike, I've been about a mile with it so far.
Isn't it scary?
No, because it says 99 at the corner the whole time.
Yeah, but it's still scary. When you stop hearing it and you're like, huh. Or when you hear it and it's delayed, when you go to it's like delayed, so you're like, huh.
Yeah, when you're like,
huh.
boom, and then you hear, you're like,
you hear it keep going after you let off the throttle. You're like,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think the farthest, I don't know.
My Spectrum does really well.
How are your 4-in-1 speed controllers doing?
Hey, I just built one today with a 4-in-1. I'm trying a Bardwell 4-in-1 today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, good luck.
It'll be a 3-in-1. It'll be a 3-in-1 before too long.
Well, look at the arms, though. What, I mean, here, let me find.
I tried a 4-in-1 when it first came out, and I was
Here's
like,
the
this is pretty cool.
And here's the arm. I don't think that's gonna.
Nah, you gotta
tape
tape
it on
there. I'll get you one. I'll tell you how to do it.
No, but like I tried the 4-in-1s when they first came out, and I was like, man, this is gonna be awesome. And it became a 3-in-1 like within a week.
Yeah, I got a ton
Like,
of that.
I haven't gone back ever since. And then like nowadays, like everyone's like, oh, 4-in-1s are good again. And I'm like, again? Like, I don't trust. I'd rather spend $12 when I break something than 40, 50 bucks.
Then 40 or 50, yeah. I don't blame you. I've
exactly.
never run a 4-in-1 except for on micros.
Yes, the only one I ever used that I had success with was on a 3-inch, and it was like a 30 amp.
I have two that still live, and they're both 20 amp ESCs, like super cheap ones. But you know, like one of my rigs is a 2205, you know, and the other one's my little 3-inch, so it's running 1407.
It's the crash with the hard stops when the motor just stops.
Yeah,
it, like fucks it up. Like that's what kills ESCs.
What are you talking about?
Yeah. I do
it's a lot of 3-in-1s.
Because
all right, we got like 5 minutes left. Let's pick this fucking.
Do it.
Do your thing, Chris.
Shut it down.
All right. Someone present Chris here.
I forget this thing's only an hour long.
Yeah.
You are
all right.
Presented to everyone.
Presented? All right, here we go. Good luck to everybody.
I hope I win.
Michael Benjamin. Congrats, dude.
Michael Benjamin?
What did Michael Benjamin win?
Woohoo.
Michael Benjamin won a bunch of like.
Yeah, he won with me too.
A bunch of what?
Hot dog stuff. He got like a shirt, a goggle strap, and a battery strap, I think, right?
Mr. Pickles is his name.
Mr. Pickles.
That's an awesome FPV name.
Yeah, he won some crap on my giveaway too.
Damn.
I actually think he might have won the goggle strap on my giveaway.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Look,
I guess need it then.
He's good luck, I guess.
Job then for sure. Some extra goggle straps and everything. Hey, I'm saying, you know, it's nice to have some extra straps. Sometimes you swap them out because you're feeling a little different that day, you know. Sometimes you feel like yellow, sometimes you feel like red.
A lot of people have more than one pair of goggles too.
That's true. Yeah. I realized the other day that I currently have 6 hot dog straps in my possession.
Damn, I got 2.
I have 3.
I got 1.
You're the same.
OG one.
Actually, I have another one that
Ben's still presenting me, by the way.
Yeah, we can end that. Sorry, I forget. I'll fix that right up. All right, stop presenting. We're done with that. There you go.
Oh, look at that OG one Spoonie's got.
Dude, that was one of the first ones I got from you.
I want that. So that was my first strap.
Dude, I bought that one and the black and white checkered one.
Yep. I remember that.
Before the fat ones.
I want it with my wizard. I told Ben the story of the wizard.
Yeah, you should tell everybody a quick rundown on that. That's a great little story.
We got a couple minutes left. We'll wrap it up with that. Okay, so when I started FPV, my first quad was a Naze 32 Wizard, and that's what I started with. But over time, it just simply got upgraded out of existence. All the electronics, the frame, everything just gone. Gone. That's it. And I was kind of sad about that because I didn't have any of the original gear that I kind of started on. Well, I spent about the last year collecting stock Wizard parts, and I'm very pleased that I was able to build myself an almost brand new all-stock Wizard last week. So I'm wicked psyched about that because I've got my Wizard.
Just in time for that Rotor Riot retro video too.
No, I'm taking it to Rampage.
Rampage?
Did I miss that? Or
you missed that. That was September 31st.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next year.
Man. You guys have no idea how many people like PM'd me saying, "Hey, by the way, you put the wrong date on that. It's October 6th and 7th." I'm like, look at the calendar.
Yeah, no, I knew the date wasn't the Rampage date, and I'm like, September 31st. I've never even have 31 days. And I look, and I'm like, oh, okay, now. I'm like, all right, yeah, you know. So.
Yeah. Like, in all serious note, I'm looking forward to the next event.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
That shit was so fun.
I hope that there's some races not too far from here. but I don't think there's going to be anything close.
I don't want a race event. I want another one like this.
I'd like to do like an actual.
I think you get to fly more if you're going to races, though.
Yeah, races you definitely get to fly more.
Well, at the end of the day, is it about? At the end of the day, is it about? I feel like that event, Rampage would be more just to go and hang out rather than
exactly
rip all these packs.
Yep. I got shitty drunk with Willard and
that's why I would go.
Dude, dude, that guy is
high as fuck with Buck Grinder.
Willie and his nipples.
What was Kelly trying to say? Kelly wanted to say something.
I was just that's my argument. Like if I go to an event, like I guess I did it at Flight Fest, and I think I flew like 2 FPV packs, and all of the rest was line of sight. But if I didn't fly line of sight, going but I think I would want to fly more than 6 packs or whatever and get plugged in on 4.
Yeah. Well, I guess it depends on your expectation. If you go there expecting to fly and you don't fly that much, I can see the disappointment happening. But if you just go to hang out with a bunch of people,
you get to fly.
Yeah, but if you get to fly a little bit.
If that's the case, then you get the $10 spectator pass and you go fly the fucking parks like outside of the grounds.
That's true.
Like Mike did.
Yeah. What I do?
No, the church that you guys were flying at.
Yeah, that place was sick.
Yeah, that's what I'm
fuck
saying.
You guys. No one gave it an invite.
All I'm gonna say is the flight line there for some reason was moving faster than at the event with less video issues.
You had what, like 5 people?
No, there was like fucking 20 people up there at one point.
Interesting.
How many people were you guys going up at a time though?
Like 4 or 5, but we were still moving quick.
Yeah.
Derek, by the way,
communication.
Our watermark on the video is right over David's face. It has been for pretty much the whole video.
Is that better?
Is he in the corner right now?
He's in the corner, but he needs to be on the opposite corner.
Well,
I didn't even notice that.
I didn't even know.
I need to go up in like the top, one of the top corners.
It looks fine on mine.
Yeah, it looks fine on mine too.
Huh.
That's funny.
Can everybody in the comment section see me when I'm not talking or presented?
No, it's the hot dog logo in the actual YouTube link, and it is
in the actual YouTube video.
Yeah. The logo just needs to be moved to the top corner.
Top or the other side.
Yeah, whatever.
Now I see it.
Everyone's all worried about
the
mirror in the corner.
I'm not worried about shit. I just noticed that.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about the mirror on Dave's
Your fuss said you're being hot dog slap.
It's 7:03 where I'm at.
So snap!
I'm trying to get used to the time change, but I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Thanks again, Mike, and thank you, Spoonie, for joining us and chatting it up on the show tonight.
Thanks for having me on, man. It was awesome.
You are welcome, man.
That was a good one.
And Mike's over there, so indecisive or indifferent about it, right? He's over there $1,200 richer.
Yeah, and I'm answering fucking support tickets, and I have like one that I just don't want to do, but I have to do.
I got a good one for you. Why does my range suck on this thing? Actually, I think I have a bad receiver.
Yeah, well, you answered it.
Thanks a lot. I'm gonna make a ticket just because now.
We will
dude.
You make 20.
We will see you guys again next week. We're not gonna get suckered into this continuing on tonight. Thanks again for joining us. We'll see you next week.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Later, guys.
Peace.